All right, everybody, we are live right here on the corner of Sampson and Cleburne, y'all. This is the home of the new TSU baseball field, y'all. Right now, we're standing in the property of where Jack Yates band used to be. That's right, Jack Yates, when they built this school out in 1958, when they came over here in September 1958, and they constructed this state-of-the-art high school for blacks, which was Jack Yates Senior High School. You know, the one over there on Elgin was Jack Yates Junior and Senior High School, but when they built this in September 1958, this was Jack Yates Senior High School, which it is today. Now, what have happened is that Yates don't longer have a baseball field. Now it's part of Texas Southern. This is TSU baseball field. And what happened to TSU baseball field when they remodeled TSU, they did not make room for them to have a baseball field. So therefore TSU got to take all their baseball games way over there to the McGregor Park for them to play baseball. So what the Houston Astros, Jim Crane and his organization, the Houston Astros, donated money to TSU for them to be able to have a baseball field. HISD sold this property that we're sitting on right today. Sold it to HISD, sold this property to Texas Southern University so that they can build them a baseball field right next to their school. Now, right here is where 3703 Sampson, the beginning of the front of the high school, when they built this high school in September 1958. Right here is the front entrance of it. But as you can see, this is part of the baseball field. Now on the other side over there, so some of you guys who haven't came to Jack Yates in a little while, okay, over there on the other side over there, that's where the cafeteria used to be. Right here was the front of the school. And right over there where you see that post over there, well, that used to be the opening door to the front of Jack Yates going into the office of Jack Yates. Now, what they did on the back side of Jack Yates, what they did on the other side of the auditorium, which we might call the cafeteria, y'all. That property right there, from the cafeteria on back, they built the high school on Alabama, and they tore down 3703 Sampson, which it was not the original Jack Yates, y'all. The original Jack Yates, the structure is still there. That's 2610 Elgin, which is now Baylor Ryan College of Medicine. Ryan Baylor College of Medicine, which is a school for the kids that's going to school to be into nursing and doctoring and being into the medical field. But right now we're here, and all of this will be TSU field. Now they will eventually put bleachers over here. Now whether or not, and I will show you where home plate is, but right here where we standing at now, I'm assuming all this will be bleachers and the outfield. Now, as you can see over there is where the home plate, and where we at would be right field. And as we zoom on around, right over here would be center field, and center field would be exactly where Jack Yates' office used to be when you enter the school at 3703 Sampson. That would be really what you call center field. And then as we zoom on around here, that would be right field. Everybody want to know what right field? Right field is where Jack Yates swimming pool used to be, and the girls' dressing room, along with the boys' dressing room, would be over there with the parking lot. Now, on the other side over there, they took up some of that space that used to be the tennis court. They took some of that space up. Now, this is why Mattress Mac and his family, the McIlvain family, is so upset with HISD, because they had built a state-of-the-art tennis court for the kids here at Jack Yates. But when they decided to tear Jack Yates down, they destroyed that parking lot. I mean, they destroyed that tennis court that Mattress Mac and his family and them built for the kids. They tore it completely down. And by the way, when they was tearing it down and building the new school, they did not tear down the tennis court. They used the tennis court for parking their cars on it. Now, you ain't tell me Mattress Mac wasn't pissed off about that? After him and his family spent all that money to build that tennis court, now they got a little 2-net tennis court. When at first they had about 3 or 4 tennis courts, and TSU today don't have a tennis court. So I'm looking at TSU to buy that tennis court from HISD also. And we're live. And right over here is home plate. Home plate would be right over there in that corner of Canfield and Canfield and Cleburne. And then only thing they kept the original of was the Jack Yates football practice field. Everything else they tore down to build a new school at 3650 Alabama. And all of this would be part of the TSU baseball field. And as you can see, they fenced it off. See, they knew they was going to sell this even when they was building this school. They just decided to tell the public. And TSU didn't have the money to Jim Crane and the Astros gave them the money to build them a baseball stadium and a baseball field. And this is it right here that you're looking at now. What used to be 3703 Sampson and the band and the office now is TSU baseball field. Now on the other side of that fence, that's the tennis court. So far, HISD ain't sold them that yet, but that would be the next thing on the chopping block for HISD to sell to Texas Southern.